সেটা।
Okay. All right. I think the recording has begun. All right. So, acha guys.
Yeah, recording has begun.
Yeah, recording has begun. Acha guys. So, welcome. What am I welcoming? You guys are all part of NSU Talks. It has been quite a journey, actually. Like, I think we started on what? I think on this fine summer day of June, I had this idea. এই বেড়ে বসে বসে যে আচ্ছা কোয়ারেন্টাইনে বসে আছি কিছু করার নাই. What am I doing? Right? And then ভাবতে ভাবতে I thought, hey, why not talk show? Because আমি এত ইউটিউবে টক শো ভিডিও দেখি, why not do something NEC on talk show? Because NEC তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ কন্টেন্টের অভাব নেই, right? And the next person I called is Waris. I think he was the first person with whom I shared the idea. Because Waris ওই টাইমে, by the way, I don't know whether you guys know it or not, ও ঘুমায় অনলাইন ইভেন্টস করতেছিল, whether it's MUN যেটা ও দিন রাত করতেছিল, but MUN ছাড়াও he was like judging a lot of extemporary speech competitions and writing competitions. So he was doing a lot of online events. So he had like a lot of experience, right, in regards to online events. So then I thought of like knocking Waris. I actually called him up and then I shared the idea. And Waris Bolo, so what was your first thought when I shared the idea with you?
So basically the first like, let's not talk about what's NSU Talks, like what it is right now.
Yeah.
So back few months back, so when Zidane came up with this idea, so he shared it with me. So I was like, uh, I was not hoping that NSU Talks is going to be what it is right now, but rather we planned it for one season only, and that was an insight into the club affairs. With that like motto we started, and we thought that when NSU is going to open, we are going to be celebrities, something of that sort, and all the club members are going to know about us. So yeah, we started it, and we called upon all the clubs, and though I could not give much amount of time, it's the all credit goes to Zidane, like bringing everyone together and like hosting events, and like the timing was like so crucial in the evening, like starting from 8, and the setting up the questionnaire, that was the most like difficult part, I would say. Like ask what questions we should be asking to the uh, guests coming from different clubs, because you need to have a research prior regarding the club, regarding the members who are coming as guests from the club. So it was a really tough job, like from my perspective, like making the questionnaires and all. So like Zidane pulled it off. I don't know how he does that, because to be honest, I really like after the first season is done, like I felt that it like NSU Talks is going to be big, but it was a kind of, it needed dedication, a huge amount of dedication, which was not into me. So, and like Zidane had it like 100%, and then the family grew. There was like at first there were 2%, then there were 3, then there were 4, then 5, 6, and every single like now and then I'm seeing people are coming up. Like I knew Zaka, like she's the person, I guess, who is the most the Jill behind the, she's basically the fuel person behind, our engine of NSU Talks, like keeping everyone together, like motivating everyone. So that it's been a great journey, and I feel pretty bad because I do not give any time. However, I'm just known as the event page opening guy right now, because whenever an event page is going to be opening, I'm going there. Yeah. So Mahatab, I guess, yeah, you can share, because since you are the next person coming onto the team.
But before we move on to Mahatab, I want to also
Yeah.
add this. Yeah, after me and Waris, after like 2 nights, we had this convo that we can do it. And আমাদের টার্গেট ছিল 21 ক্লাব, আমাদের ছিল 10টা ক্লাব ওই টাইমে, যে 10টা এপিসোড করে দেখি হাউ ইজ দ্য রেসপন্স। And after that, I thought যে we need a graphics guy, because না আমি জানি ঠিক মতো graphics, না ও জানে ঠিক মতো graphics, and I had no idea about graphics at that point in time. And then I remember যে NECU থেকে প্রতি মানে 21st February, তারপরে 16 December, মানে they take you to স্মৃতিসৌধ বা শহীদ মিনার, and me and Soeb সকাল 5টা 6টার দিকে NECU তে বসেছিলাম। There was the first time we met, and we were supposed to go to শহীদ মিনার, right, on 21st February as representatives of ER.
Wait, that wasn't the first time we met. If you forgot, we participated in a business competition, and that was the first time we met.
Oh, right.
Even before that Shahid Minar trip.
আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ, probably, হ্যাঁ, the first, আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ, এটার আগে
Yeah.
এটার আগে there was Wafi Bhaiya, with whom I was discussing, I want to have a business team, but I'm the graphics fine. The Wafi Bhai was the one who told me, so I know someone who is very good at graphics. You must approach him. And then it was so, and then we interacted. But 21 February was the day I think we were like really gelled in Gopa because it was like a long tour and all. So he was the first person that came to my mind when I thought about graphics. So now you can tell, Jay, when I called you up and everything.
So when you pitched me with that idea, I thought, like, it's gonna be opportunity. Like, I know this stuff, not very good. I wasn't very good at good level, but I thought, এটা করি করলে at least I would get to build my skills more. করবো শিখবো I just wanted to build myself. But করতে করতে দেখলাম যে না, I'm getting a lot of opportunities, I'm getting a lot of things to learn. So আমারও নিজের আগ্রহ বেড়ে গেছে করতে করতে, and পরবর্তীতে হচ্ছে ভিডিও এডিটিং এন্ড এভরিথিং সবকিছুতেই মোটামুটি মানে এটাতে এসে লাইক মানে যারাই মানে এনএসইউ টক্স আছে মানে 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 যেই পজিশন থেকে আমরা সবাই স্টার্ট করছি, we have all grown and matured and we know a lot of things that we didn't know before, and that is the main thing I learned. I also grow with you guys.
And that was like amazing. And therefore obviously Mahatab, the next go-to person. So Mahatab's সাথে, I need to tell this, he's like one of my first friends in NSU. Like when I literally knew anyone, he was the first person I knew in NSU. And I always used to share a lot of dumb ideas with him. Whenever any idea came to him, I used to share with him. And at times full support dito, even though knowing that this idea wouldn't work. So as usual, when this idea came upon, I once again went and said, this is the idea. But this time he's like, he was telling me, okay, but this has a possibility to grow. So I was like, I want you to write caption. তখন তো শুনছে just caption লিখতে হবে, ও যে খুশি হয়েছে। এর থেকে যদি ডবল কাজ দিতাম, probably he wouldn't have agreed at that point of time. But বল Mahatab, তোর experience was.
So remember, Masha, we went to Westin and Radisson.
Yeah, and good times.
Free coffee. Yeah, so yeah, like he always approached me with like a lot of ideas, and I knew that if someone ever did something very creative in NSU and started something, like, you see people who started clubs like YEF or YES and all those things, right? And you see faculty members who start their own chapters, you see people starting their own organizations. I always knew like Masha would be someone who starts something and it's going to be great. So because he was fearless, he was always giving off ideas and let's do this, let's do that. And I was very laid back because I was like, okay, I need to study, I need to do this, I don't have time for extracurricular activities or all that. So I just supported him as a friend. I was like, all right, kor thik ache chol jai parage ekdinই তো আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে এরকম. So I remember this one time we like it was in first semester, I think 193 fall 2019.
Yeah.
And Masha was like, let's create a freshers party. So I was like, sure, let's go find venue. So we went to La Meridian and then we went to Westin and then we saw their like everything. We talked to their marketing people. We had no idea what we were doing. We were just going to places and trying out different things. So yeah, I think one of the good things about like Masha is that he's not scared to try anything. He's not scared to fail. I think ultimately he came up with a very good plan to start NSU Talks. And when he told me that I just needed to write descriptions and captions, I was like, this is the easiest work there is ever. So it's not going to like create any impact on all the other things I do. So I was like, okay, sure, I can do that. And then I saw that it had a lot of potential because I first didn't believe the idea that we would be able to bring all the clubs. I was like, acha আমাদেরকে club কেন আসবে আমাদের এখানে, we don't have any credibility or anything. And I honestly don't know how Masha did it. He's a magician. I absolutely have no idea how he brought all the 21 clubs. And not even that, in the season finale, Parisa ma'am came and her team came. It was a great discussion that happened in the season finale as well. And even after the season ended, Masha was like, we need to grow this. We need to try new things. We need to come up with new stuff to do. So he was always throwing ideas and he was always trying new things. And then we came up with great ideas like NSU Journal and then the newsletters. I think like these not only create a lot of different avenues, but it also gives a lot of opportunities to like the students that are currently studying. So like NSU Journal, it's such a great thing. It creates you can literally showcase your talent that you never really, show people. So people draw, they make things, they sing, but they don't show it. And also like the newsletter is such an amazing thing as well. Like 1 year down the line, when you look like what happened in NSU every single week, you're gonna remember those times. Like, oh, EconFest happened in January. This happened in February. Oh, I remember all these things happening in North Sub when I was studying there. So I think that's a great thing as well. And not even that, like the idea of having podcasts in Spotify, I think that's a great thing. I don't know how many like people or when Spotify is a great Spotify, Anchor FM, these are like very huge platforms, and to have these ideas and the sessions and the podcasts in these platforms are like a great thing. And then we also have our own YouTube channel. So you see, it started off with such a small idea of bringing people who are very knowledgeable and talking about their knowledge, and it grew so much. And I honestly don't see it stopping. I think the growth is extremely exponential. It's growing and growing, and it's growing so fast because uh, I'm sure I'll wake up tomorrow with Mashur texting me, "Dost, amra notun kichu ekta shuru kortechi," and then you're gonna see all those different stuff happening. And like all the ideas that were currently put, uh, I have to say, like even when Warish was saying about the questionnaires, I remember Saif Bhai telling me like, and a lot of people, it was not just Saif Bhai, they told me that the questions that you guys ask are so genuine because they're not very generic. They're extremely well thought out, and the research behind these questions are like very much like there was a lot of research done about these questions. So all the sessions that Mashur took and all the questions, I think he has a very big impact because he does everything. We're just like there to support what he does. I don't know how he manages time because he's also doing like 5 courses, 4 courses, 5 courses. Quite a
Asta. Five, five.
Pachta. He's doing 5 courses. He's also doing competitions and all those things. I don't know how he creates time. I do 5 courses and I'm dead. I don't have time for anything. And he literally does everything. He pushes us to work when we're like slacking off. He's like, those stick to core. And he is always very supportive. So every single time when someone comes up with something good, or whenever I write an article, or whenever he shares something, he's always very supportive. He's like, amazing job, guys, all the time. So I think the most important thing about MCU Talks is we grew very fast, but like the people that we have currently, the 7 of us, we like came together, and it was very nice because um like every single one of us works very well as a team, and like the ability to help like Mashur and all of us doing something, we always put like a lot of effort and a lot of you know dedication, like Warish said. And I think that's very important. Even though I think in the hierarchy, Mashur is at the top level of dedication. We're nowhere near close. And also, like Zaka does so much work. She handles the graphics in NSU Journal. She designs the template. Like Anika making the most amazing like graphics I've ever seen. Like I remember the first video that Anika made. I was like shocked. I was like, I initially thought that it was like a sponsorship deal. Like Mashur got a sponsor who made us like graphics. It was so cool because like the graphics was very cool. So I'm like, whoa, this is such nice graphics. So yeah, like even the newer editions that we got, like Ava, she's so good at the like articles, the research that she does. Like it's extremely important. So I think the thing that's holding NSU Talks together and making it grow so much is the dedication of each and every person. And definitely like Mashur and the incredible amount of work and effort that he puts. I think that's also there to send. Like on an end note, I don't necessarily think that NSU Talks is stopping anytime soon. I think we will grow even further because it's been probably like 3-4 months. How long has it been? Something
It's
like
about
that.
to hit four. About to hit four.
Yeah, it's about to hit 4 months, and within 4 months we have done so much. I don't think like if someone sits down and thinks about an idea, they take a lot of time to take that idea into fruition. But Mashur, I don't know what he does. He thinks about an idea and the next day it's in fruition. So like whatever happens and whatever is the future of NSU Talks, it's going to go very high and it's going to grow a lot and it's going to be great. And I also learned a lot of things about teamwork, communication, about how to write better. So I think we're all gaining something here, like the amount of experience or the amount of effort that we put. It's not just for the people out there, definitely for the people out there because our content is amazing, but also for us. I think we are all growing as individuals and as people who work as a team as a whole. Thank you guys. That's all I had to say.
That was an amazing like speech, I should rather say. Like I'm feeling very validated, Mahatab. And you talked about like, I mean, you said some amazing things as per how I manage things and everything all. Like when I started NSU Talks and when it was released, like on the event page, the first person that I told was a very close friend of mine, Zaka Zishan Saif. So I told her about this idea. She was equally excited as I am. And little do people know this, that whenever there is a downtime or whenever I face a downtime in regards to NSU Talk, the only person I can share it is with Zaka. So, all the ranting goes there. So, the communication is smooth here, but, all the ranting side goes there. So and Zaka, I think, has been one of those people, unofficially has supported us. I think all four of us who were, at the very beginning would agree, like in regards to marketing or in regards to giving stories at that point of time, especially I think during the time of season finale. Because for us, PSK ma'am is coming and it was like a big deal because she is such an amazing personality and she accepting our offer to be on the show. And I remember how hard she worked in marketing the event. And, all of you were telling me Zaka should be part of the team. And so for her, it was like a natural transition to be a part of the team. And something else I would also like to add that, one night while working on the graphic, me and Zaka, well, we thought, Chinese journal can be a thing where we can like showcase talents, we were just like scrolling around random Canva templates and we found like a newspaper type template and we thought, hey, why not have a newsletter of our own? So that's how the idea of the newsletter originated. And I think I said enough about it. Zaka, why don't you take over and tell us about your experience?
You literally said everything. So yeah, so as he was talking about newsletter and journal, like newsletter and NSU journal is like twins. It's like my twins baby, mucho. So starting from working like from the very starting, when I wasn't even a part of the team, I have seen Marshall like literally ranting, freaking out. There was like nights he didn't sleep. That chapter show, whenever I call him, he's like, "Ki karo?" He's like, "Question bane." I was like, "It's 4 o'clock. Get a life. Stop." Mane ki korcho so. So that is how like, and then when I saw his dedication, I was like, "Whoa! Like this man is putting so much effort. I really want to help." So that is how I became a part of team. And I think that there is, except for article writing and caption writing, I think there is not a single work which I did. For example, graphics is something I learned through NSU Talks, because the graphic, that was the first time I was going Canva. So we can take it, I started, learning about how to make posts. And then when Anika came in, she makes amazing graphics. Her videos, her creativity is like amazing. And from her and even from the other sweb, like I learned a lot. So that is how I learned with graphics. And then even, there are like at times when no one is available, like Marsha is like sweb koi. I call sweb koi. He's like, আমি কক্সেস বাজার and then মাশরুম বলে যে মাশরুম বলে যে ও কক্সেস বাজার কি করতেছে, so Zaka, please handle. I was like, okay, fine, I got this. And then coming out with like the last minute post, and even at times making sure even all the team members aren't freaking out or feeling pressurized with the work and all, and like making it smooth actually in total Judy, I think. So that is what I try to do. And I think whatever like I learned from this is like something I never learned from like any other, even if I tell about school clubs or even university clubs, I never learned anything like this from the things I learned from NSU Talks. So it is an amazing experience, and I really can't wait for NSU Talks to be official on campus. Like I really hope it gets official, and that is like our ultimate target. So that is it. So that is all about NSU Talks. আর কি বলবো, সব তো মাস্টারই বলে দিল।
Thank you, Zaka. All right, now moving on. We'll move on to someone who's like a YouTuber. Like she's a YouTuber amongst us. Or every now and then, nutun content there. Guys, please do follow her YouTube channel and also her page on Facebook. So Anika and I, we knew each other. I think the first time we met was when during the time we were organizing this party for the newbie party. You were supposed to perform, and we were doing rehearsals together, and that was the first time we met. So oikan theke we met, but we weren't like friends. We were like we know each other. I think we really gelled in when we did this like public speaking competition together. Yeah, and your mic is muted. Where we did this public speaking competition together, and yeah, and the team name was like kept after her. It was literally Anika and the boys. I think okhan theke we started like gelling in একটু একটু, and as the competition progressed, first round, second round, third round, we like practiced and gelled in really well. And I genuinely felt that at that point of time, we really needed a co-host, and who better than Anika to do it? So that's how I think the interaction happens. Anika, tell us about your experience of hosting the shows alongside me, as well as making the graphics.
Wait, can you hear me?
Perfectly. It's a live session now. So yeah, perfect. I can hear you well.
Acha. So basically, when like me and Zidane, we were actually like in a competition, the speaking competition, which happened like coincidentally. Like এর আগে we knew each other, but কথা বলতাম না. So coincidentally হওয়ার পরে, and then we did 2 more competition after winning that, and then like Zidane knocked me and he's like, Sarah, আমাকে একটা graphic করে দিতে পারবা? And I'm like, okay, করে দিচ্ছি, like আচ্ছা I'm lazy, আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে করে দিচ্ছি, it was something like that. And then I did it, and then he was like, next day he was like, do you want to join our team? I was like, sure, but I was like a little hesitant because আমি কিন্তু গ্রাফিক ওভাবে করি না, as Zaka said যে Canva and ওইসব ইউজ করি, so ওগুলা না like অত for graphic upgraded graphic designers are use করেন, it's like basic যারা starter. So I was a little hesitant, and I was like, acha, should I join? Acha, then Zidane added me, and then I was more aste I actually like started liking what he, every time he asked me before the show, this Sarah এটা করে দাও, এটা মেল করতেছে, এখনই করে দাও। এখন যদি জিদা আমাকে না পাঠায়, I'll be like, আমাকে পাঠাচ্ছে না কেন, is everything okay, like show হবে না বা কিছু, something goes like that. And now it's like because of this NSU talk show and then my own YouTube, what happened, I started upgrading my graphic skills. So you're going to say because of these 2 things, I started like upgrading the softwares and all that. So because one of the reason is NSU talks, which is why I'm also enhancing my ability to do this. And also another day, Zida knocked me asking, Sarah, can you be the host? ওইটাতে I was like, oh no, I don't want to be the host, আমার অনেকক্ষণ বসে থাকা লাগবে, I'm very impatient and all that. But then when he was like, acha ektu, because he needs someone with him, so I was like, acha thik ase, let's give it a try. I'm not good at hosting, speaking ekdom live. Then I was like, acha. Then slowly I also started liking that. So initially it all started with a big hesitation, but এখন at this point I'm on ekta jagay jekhane I'll feel really bad if I leave this. And coming to Zidane, when I saw NSU talks, I was like, probably কোনো faculty under বা কোনো senior club member আলাদা করে করতেছে. I didn't know it was Zidane's plan. When I heard it was Zidane, I was like, it's like NSU talks is in a place যেটা is like within 4 months it actually reached a lot of heights. Like আমি কোনো সময় believe করতে পারবো না যে it happened a lot of times যে আমরা অনেক plan করি, কিন্তু plan কিন্তু সবসময় হয় না because our executions aren't right. But the way Zidane executed his plans, it's amazing because not everyone can do it. We plan a lot of things, and this is actually a big thing. NSU Talks একটা পুরো একটা নাম হয়ে গেছে যে we know it's NSU Talks, like that show every Tuesday, Friday তে হয়, there's every season. And honestly, while I was watching the show, I learned a lot from the faculty member, from the alumni. So there's a lot to learn actually while you're watching NSU Talks. and Baki team member, and of course Zaka ke, since everyone is saying, and of course I have to say thank you to her. She has been always a sweetheart to me. And আমি অনেক সময় panic করি, Zaka, Ava, Matab, everyone's like, relax Sarah, you're doing all right, relax, it's all right, calm down. So everyone is amazing, Matab, Ava, Zaka, you guys are, and the other people I haven't interacted much with the others, but you guys have always been supportive with every one of us, and of course always trying to relax me and all that. And thank you so much, I'm very glad to be part of this too. Thank you, Zidan.
Thank you, Anika. And the last but not the least, we have to welcome our final member. Acha, so let me tell the story. So when we were starting our newsletter, we obviously knew that Mahatab couldn't write all the articles alone. And obviously I had a lot of things in my plate. So I decided Mahatab needs a writing partner. And I knew Ava from the very first days in YF. I think আমাদের MOTM একসাথে ছিলাম, if I'm not wrong. Like MOTM হালকা পাতলা দেখা হয়েছিল। হ্যাঁ, MOTM দেখা হয়েছিল, then club room more or less দেখা হতো। But I think we gelled in well. We organized that party, যে আমাদের the newbie party. So ওখানে we organized it together. So there we became like good friends. And so I always knew that she was good in writing. Her writings were published in আমাদের YF magazine, alhamdulillah. There's a good future in the academics team of YF. So who better than Ava to knock when it comes to writing? So Ava, tell about your experience of it.
Well, জিদান এসে একদিন আমাকে নক করে বলে আবার লিখবি, লাইক ওকে, কি লিখবি কিছু, I didn't ask anything. He was like, do you want to write? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna write. What do you want to write? I'm like, whatever you give me to write.
And how was it like covering
then added me to that. না, covering newsletter তুই পরে বলছিলি।
আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ, বল continue.
প্রথমে you were like, do you want to write? So then Zidan went like, okay, newsletter. I'm like, okay, কোনোদিন আমি newsletter লিখি না, I'm always an article person. And then I'm like, okay, I can try. He added me to the team. Then I gelled along with Mahatab well. And yeah, I never thought that, okay, I'm writing it, so people will accept it, but they did. And alhamdulillah 6th edition চলতেছে, more to come.
Yeah,
that's it.
So yeah, I think that was a very good one. I just shows the contrast of our two writers, like Mahatab and Ava, like the speaking time, amazing. Acha, so either way, like I just like love the fact that all of you guys said some amazing things. But anything else that you guys want to add before we move on to something that we always do? Like the floor is open. This is like not like a very formal thing that we usually do. Like anything, your favorite memory from the show, anything that you want to share, because I think we have hosted like what?
People coming up to me and saying that congrats, you are the head of academics of NSU Talks. I'm like, okay, তুমি NSU Talks চিনো?
Oh, that
best ওটা ছিল।
I want one more thing that I didn't include, like according to what I know, what my talent and what I do is not really enhanced or really good compared to a lot of graphic designer out there, or a host as a host. Zidan is an amazing host, or so thank you so much for trusting me, guys. Like thank you Zidan for trusting me doing the graphic and the hosting. I made a lot of mistakes during the live sessions. Oh Garjan, I'm really sorry.
Oh, no worries, man. You were equally good. Zaka, do you want to add anything which was for according to you, like one of your favorite moments, or one of like all moments from so many shows that we have hosted?
For me, the all moment would be like, I don't know, man. It's like everything, starting from the very beginning till now. It's like shock কিছুই. So particularly যদি বলতে হয় তাহলে বলবো yes, coming up with journal, like you trusting me with the journal and the newsletter.
Yeah.
And like I loved how we came up with the newsletter together. So that was something very like precious to me. So yeah. And lastly, like the members we have, Wise, Web, Mahatab, Anika, Ava, they're like amazing. They're like so supportive. And I love the fact that I have been like getting a chance to work with this talented set of individuals. So that is it.
Yeah, it was amazing. And
one thing, Zaka kintu is the cutest one of the team. Like she is the one who's like very bubbly and kind of
sobbing for it. If you see Zaka,
type of person.
everything, marketing, graphic, writing, and then she
She
has
is the
more.
kind of person who says anything and we all go, oh, that's so cute.
I
But
think,
like, I would like to say something. I think like
yeah.
all of us here, we always try to help out with everything. Like after Ava joined, like she started writing the like articles, and then when Mashur said, "Oh, post take to share kar Madhav," so I saw that Ava was sharing the posts everywhere, and she was so much better than me. She was added to all of those groups. So I think this is something that's great, and not all teams have it. When we don't necessarily, we always help each other out. Like even I think like even when I am doing something and I need some help, like Zaka helps me out. Even like when I need to write something, like Ava will definitely help me out. So I think all of us have each other's backs. And definitely when Mashur said, Jay, so tell me one of your favorite moments or like one of your awe moments. And when Zaka said everything, that's true. Like every single thing that happens, it's an awe moment. Like I remember the episode of the law thingy, alumni,
Law
Law and
No.
Mooting Club. Yes.
Yeah.
That episode got like 10,000, 11,000 views. And I was like, wow. And then it doesn't stop. The wow moments don't stop. I see my episodes in Spotify and I'm like, wow. I see my episodes in YouTube and I'm like, wow. I think our first newsletter got like 80 to 90 shares. I was like, wow. So like these wow moments
It
keep on
did,
dropping.
আমি খেয়াল করি নাই।
Yeah, these
Oh,
wow
আচ্ছা,
moments
হ্যাঁ।
just yeah. So
Yeah.
I think
So
I think all those favorite memories are always there. It's always coming. Yes, Saka, carry on.
So one of the wow moments for me was যখন first newsletterটা তো আমাকে জিদান বলে নাই যে he's going to post it. তো আমি সুন্দর করে বানাইতে ওকে দিয়ে দিছি। আমি দিছি একটা ঘুম because I like 6টার সময় like আমি 6টা পর্যন্ত জেগেছিলাম তো আমি হচ্ছে সারাদিন ইউনি ক্লাস টাস করে যে ঘুম দিছি। ঘুম থেকে উঠে দেখি এতগুলো নোটিফিকেশন and I see যে এতগুলো shares. I was like, what? কিসের shares? এটা কি হইলো? Like that was like the biggest wow moment because I didn't expect, to be honest, I didn't expect the newsletter to get like এতগুলো shares at the first place. So I was like, whoa. So
And
that
she
was
literally
amazing.
woke up from sleep, like literally woke up.
Yeah.
জাগনা হয়ে গেছে. It was like her.
Yeah, you being the like person যে কাউকে কিছু বলে না and then people get surprised like জুহির ইয়েটা
Oh,
ইন্টারভিউটা
great stuff. Yeah.
about.
And
I
also,
asked her last night. আমাকে কিছুই বলে নাই. She just, oh, I'm so proud of you. Go on.
that is how she learned to keep the secret. And also I also like to add another thing. Like আমাদের YouTube is alhamdulillah doing well, and all the contribution goes to Soeb, to be very honest. Like he does amazing job with YouTube. The way
Yeah.
he makes the videos in YouTube, the way he edits the videos in YouTube, amazing Soeb. Like and Soeb gives me a lot of ideas in regards to YouTube. What about Soeb, like regarding the YouTube channel?
Well, what I do in YouTube is not that hard. You just give me the timeline and I cut the videos and I paste in the intro and the outro and that's about it. And I just put it on a schedule and that goes
এটাও
online.
সবাই করতে পারে না. You are doing
Yeah,
that
he's
and
being
that's
very
really
humble
great.
actually. So he's being very humble. But
Also, guys, I love how both of them are like gaining followers through YouTube. মানে last time we দেখো, if you can buy, follow man,
আমি তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি
follow
কিছুই করতে
whoever.
পারতাম না যদি জিদান আমাকে পুশ না করতো. He actually pushed me to do everything. I'm a very lazy guy and he actually pushes me every time whenever he gives me something to do.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
like,
I love
I'm doing this right now. Can I do it later? And he says, please do it. And I just stop what I do and
না,
just,
Zidane has this like কি বলবো cute puppy face which he makes and
Yeah.
everybody of us who like ও আচ্ছা করে দিচ্ছি.
True, that's very true.
but thank you all. Thank you everyone who's out there, because the thing is, we are not like official as of yet. So whatever you guys are doing, you are doing it voluntarily, and you're doing it just because.
No, to be honest, NSU Talks is a platform which I can be really proud of, because I've always standed for the notion that yes, I want to bring people together, and NSU Talks allow me to do that.
That is amazing. Like, and
তো
like,
যতই ভলেন্টিয়ারই হোক, it
continue
happens.
course, continue.
Something, it's something to be proud of.
True,
Yeah, you go.
but what I like about it, all you guys is we started from like four sort of not even friends, like four people I knew but they didn't know each other. So we started out, and ওই time I never thought that people would be willing to give so much effort. And ওই time I was the one draining a lot of effort by myself. And then you three ladies came in, and then you guys gave a lot of dedication, a lot of effort, which I have to say, I think all the other guys would agree to it. And what I really love যে ওই টাইমে when we started out আমাদের বন্ডিং তো ওরকম ছিল না, টিম ওয়ার্ক ওরকম ছিল না. Now that I see you guys like Zaka, Madha, the way you guys create the newsletter or article, like she puts and makes the graphic, before every video, like the Anika ke, the way you guys coordinate, Anika and Zaka, the way you guys coordinate, like কয়েকদিন আগে I have to say in the last show I wasn't there because our history quiz চলতেছিল, ভাইবা চলতেছিল.
Oh
So
my
I was
God.
unavailable for a bit.
Out.
Yeah.
That's I would call it Chigorna, and I'm like, where is he?
Yeah. So
ও আমাকে last like তখন হচ্ছে like he wasn't there for like a long time, and আমি তো I was sort of mad at him for some reason, and then যখন দেখা যায় phone, I was like shit, I need to call him এখন, and then বলে যে I'm showered. I was like what, তুমি show করো যাও. So yeah.
So the shower part, it could be censored, but okay. ঠিক আছে. So yeah, that is something which I obviously like. This is something which I wanted to do, but like since Ava isn't here, where is Ava and where is Waris? So they need to come. So what we would do is describe the following in one word. যেটা আমরা throughout the season করে আসছি. I think we must do it. It's a norm. Like, what do you think, guys?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we're back.
Is Ava?
Yeah, Ava is here. Is Ava paused? Acha. So Ava, as you know, একটু internet problem. Like we have seen this on the live session, net problem. But we are going to do something that we have done in all our episodes in all our seasons, right? It is describe the following in one word with the members of NSU Talks this time around, right? So guys, my first describe the following in one word. And guys, please, you need to be honest and answer. Try to like make sure the right answer though, right? If you had to choose your favorite episode from all the episodes we have done so far, which one would it be? I know Mahatab's answer. তোর কাছে আমি লাস্টে যাব. What is start? তোমার favorite episode?
The first episode, basically the one with the Yes and Yes Club.
Zaka, favorite episode?
Yeah.
The one with Parisama.
So a favorite episode?
I would. Wow, the one with Parisama was really good, and I had really good expectations. But my favorite episode would be one with EF and Yes, because it was our first episode, and I didn't know how it's gonna go, and it went very well. And ওইটার থেকে আমাদের এইভাবে উঠে আসা. So the first episode, favorite episode should be my first one.
Anika, your favorite episode?
Sir Omar, sir.
That's a good one. Mahatab, I know yours, but your favorite episode?
I actually agree with Sarah. My favorite episode was the one with Omar, sir.
So I thought
that was the favorite.
I thought the episode 4 NSU DC বলবে, but okay. ঠিক আছে. All right, this is an interesting question. If you had to choose your favorite male guest on our show, like of all the male guests that have appeared, if you had to choose one favorite male guest, who would that be? What is, once again? তোমার mic muted.
Omar sir.
Zaka.
In the episode of the discussion.
Zaka.
Wafi Bhaiya.
Soeb.
Omar sir episode.
Anika.
I have a lot.
একটা male.
How can I choose one?
কে?
Omar sir, Tazwar Bhaiya, Wafi Bhaiya.
একজন.
Actually, since I gave Omar sir my favorite episode, I'll choose. Oh, I cannot choose between Wafi and Wafi Bhaiya.
Okay, Mahtab.
Favorite male guest? I
Yeah.
think the faculty advisor of the MUN club.
Sakib,
I
Sakib
don't.
sir,
Yeah, Sakif sir. Yeah.
yeah. Ava, are you there? শুনতে পাচ্ছিস?
I think Ava is having
Internet.
technical difficulty.
All right, now this one would be interesting. But I give an answer it to you, but your favorite female guest, apart from Parisa ma'am, because obviously Parisa ma'am would be the obvious choice. So apart from Parisa ma'am, your favorite female guest on our show, what is?
Uh, was there any other female guest? Like I would go for Parisa ma'am. Uh, okay, I'm like I'll be answering last. Let others say first.
আচ্ছা জাকা বলো।
Parisa ma'am ছাড়া শান্তি ma'am.
Okay,
শান্তি ma'am.
okay. Soeb?
I would also say Paris ma'am because she gave the best answers to all the questions.
Apart from Parisa ma'am, if you have to choose someone, obviously.
Now, why apart from Manish? She was also a guest. So
Okay, ঠিক আছে, ciao.
I wouldn't choose anyone beside her.
All right, Anika, favorite female guest?
And we did an episode with Bangladesh Digital Communication Ticket. There were two people,
Yes,
Ortima.
Ortima.
I really liked her conversations and everything, so I really liked her guidance. So her.
Mahatab, favorite female guest?
It's very evident. It's Meghapu from DC.
Jantam.
Okay, so
So let me say my one. I just remembered. So
Yeah.
there was the president of NSU CSC club, right? Remember, she only came in during that episode of
yes,
the only engineering club. Like
yes.
we were not so prepared, but it seemed like she came prepared, and like she was wearing like such nice dress. Like it seemed like she gave a lot of importance to us. So like from my perspective, like she valued us. So like I respect her in that way.
That was, I have to share this more. That was a very hilarious day because again we had another episode, and in between, Haris was texting me, যে ওরা তো provisional ROP UN speech দিতেছে একজন, and even in between that CSC episode, I completely forgot that Haris was texting me.
Then we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Masher, তোকে শোনা যাচ্ছে না।
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in between a live session, Waris is like, Zidane, can you like check your inbox? That was a very hilarious day and hilarious episode. So yeah, I absolutely loved it. Acha, Arekta, this is the last one. Amongst all the episodes, which one did you find the most insightful or most informative? Like even if we like to choose from like the club episode গুলো থেকে, এই episodeটা like শুনে আমি actually অনেক কিছু শিখছি because we had, let's say, we touched upon a lot of fields: MUN circuit, business competition circuit, debate circuit, law and mooting, athletics, a lot of things. So amongst them, if you had to choose one that like you felt like very insightful, what is, once again, mic muted.
I would go for social service club.
Social service. Zaka?
CSC club.
Okay.
I learned about.
Acha. Soeb?
I'll stick to my first choice, the first episode of our.
Yes and yes. Anika?
Yes and yes.
Mahatab?
I would like to say yes and yes, but I think ranking first would be like discussion first episode, the one that Omar sir took.
True,
Okay.
that was also my favorite.
All right, and this is the last thing. This is like a quiz, and let's see who wins it. Whoever wins it gets something special from me. You got that? You remember we did a series called FT Nights with NEC alumni. I hope all of you guys remember it, right? And everyone
Right.
has,
We did.
yeah, everyone. So what does F and T mean?
F and T. Isn't it featuring?
Is that your answer? Is that your answer?
Yes.
No, that
Wait,
can be the answer. It's too obvious.
So what is your answer?
I'm still guessing.
Acta
Acha,
bolo.
what do we get if we can answer correctly?
You'll get
It is
something special.
It's
না আমাকে
featuring.
বলে নাই
It's
আমাকেও বলে নাই. I asked him like 1,000 times.
আমিও
because I saved it for this game.
আচ্ছা বলো what are we getting? It depends on that. আমি try করব.
Acha, wait. Waris said featuring, Anika said featuring. Soeb, what do you say?
Fun tonight.
Fun tonight.
No, that can be it. That can be it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
wait. Mata
That
bol.
can be it.
Like since there is an award here, let me think for 2 minutes. আগে Warish answer কর.
Waris both say featuring.
I have no idea. Honestly, I have
Just
zero.
have a random guess. It's not your one of those quizzes. একটা random guess score.
I would say featuring because I always thought of it like featuring nights with
And it's
Yeah.
Fright night.
Fright night
Acha,
over
acha,
FN.
Zaka has an
FT.
answer. Zaka, do you know the answer?
Featuring to হবে না because I tried this 1,000 times. So featuring is not the answer.
T for time.
Fun time.
Fun times with FT.
No. So no one has
Nah,
that.
acha.
Wait. No one.
Okay, let me try. শুনো না
Anika just
answer
gave the
Friday,
answer.
Tuesday night.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God. Oh Lord.
Friday, Tuesday
That
night.
was a
what
good
do I
one.
get?
NEC alumni, you get me. Acha, nah, kidding. Acha,
Cut this part.
acha, yeah. Friday,
But
Tuesday
that's
night. Yeah, so Friday, Tuesday nights with NSU alumni. That was it. No one got it ever. Even the
Oh, I got it right. Chuk thao, I got it right. I get something.
Anika said it once while discussing every Tuesday, Friday, another episode jaito. So that was the idea behind like naming FT nights with NSU alumni.
My God, that was so obvious.
কিছু বলতে পারলি না কেন?
The most inconspicuous things are right in front of your face, okay?
Achha, so with that, we conclude this session. Thank you guys for all your contribution, not only in NSU Talk, but also for this session. Like this was an amazing session. I hope that we can end it with Ava. Like, achha, wait, let's try Ava arekbar. Where is Ava?
I is having net problems, so
So I think achha, Ava is here. Let's try one more time. Well, Ava is here. But guys, seriously, Friday, Tuesday nights, none of you could like guess that. Like,
I did.
of course,
Hello.
you did.
1/7 of the team did. 1/6 you already knew. So
Acha,
I think
Ava,
we are
can you hear us? It's time to. Can you hear us properly?
Yes, I was
Huh?
there.
Me?
Yeah.
I can.
Acha, so
Finally.
social quick rapid fire.
বল।
Your favorite
Yeah, well-
episode from all the episodes we had in NSU Talks. Favorite episode.
The ESCF এর যে faculty advisor last one.
Or,
Discussion and second episode.
acha. Kanti ma'am and Samuel sir. All right. Your favorite
Yeah.
like male guest on the show.
I can't hear you.
Your favorite male guest on the show. On the recorded session or internet problem. Yeah. Your favorite male guest on the show.
I am pretty sure she got disconnected.
I can see her. Oh.
But she's stuck. It's one of those things, like a live session যেটা হয় আমাদের সাথে আর কি. So, well, I have to tell you guys, StreamYard day, when you get stuck in between a live session, and then ধাপ করে ঢুকো, you have no idea যে guestটা কি question করছিল বা কি answer দিছিল. That is a very nerve-wracking moment. And I have to tell you, যে অনেকে ভাবে যে at times live session অনেক easy. Imagine you are sitting in a live session, তোমার নেটে প্রবলেম হচ্ছে, and then তুমি বারবার admit and deny করতেছো, তুমি question এর flow রাখতেছো, you're talking to your co-host, you're sharing the live and you're asking the guest to share the live, and also comments read out করতেছো. So I think it's a bit of work. And also যে to my team members who share it, you know, and market it well, group share করে story there, they also do a fantabulous job. So I think যে right now I see a lot of people doing a lot of live, but I don't think that it is always like that easy to pull off. I think, you know, there are so many people who have hosted with me. Mahatab hosted two episodes with me. Anika hosted entire season with me. Waris hosted the entire season with me. Zaka hosted an episode with me. So I think you guys would agree to that. Your live session hosting is always not that easy, especially given internet. Like I would say at many times on campus hosting only easy compared to live hosting, because on campus you don't have to worry about the internet. All you need to do is just focus on the question. That's it. So I think you
Yeah,
guys would agree to
true.
that. So I think with that being said,
You have no idea, Zidan, when your net connection has an issue during live, I freak out. And these are the people who was like, okay, calm down, Sarah. It's okay. You were gonna do a good job covering it up.
So I think with that being said, my internet connection is unstable once again. So, but with that being said, it's a wrap. Thank you so much for giving time, and hopefully this recording would go as the last episode of the discussion. And we are going for a hiatus, and I would rather say hiatus for like 2 weeks. Hopefully we'll be back with some amazing content after the exams and finals. And I think best of luck to all of you. Hope you all nail your finals and exams, and we'll come back strong. And who won that answer of FT Nights? Oh, it was Zaka. So I think Zaka gets something special. Let's see what she gets. So with that being said, good night, guys.